What if I told you that in 2026, there are still places on Earth where $100 a day doesn't just cover your basics, but buys you comfort, culture, history, incredible food, and unforgettable experiences? Today we're traveling across the globe to discover where $100 a day still buys a dream vacation. Places where your money goes far, and your memories go even further. Let's go! Hanoi, Vietnam. A city where history lives on the streets. Hanoi isn't just a city you visit. It's a city you experience with all 5 senses. The sound of motorbikes buzzing past ancient temples. The smell of grilled pork drifting through narrow alleyways. The sight of colonial balconies peeling under tropical sun. Hanoi feels alive, layered, and deeply rooted in history. A city over 1,000 years old. Over the centuries, Hanoi passed through multiple eras. Chinese rule, for over 1,000 years before independence. Vietnamese imperial dynasties. French colonial rule in the 19th and early 20th centuries. The Vietnam War, when the city was heavily bombed. And finally, modern Vietnam's capital after reunification in 1976. Despite all this change, Hanoi never erased its past. Instead, it stacked history on top of itself. Ancient pagodas next to French villas, bomb shelters beneath cafes, and temples squeezed between modern shops. Hanoi is considered the birthplace of many of Vietnam's most famous dishes. Eating here isn't a luxury experience, it's daily life, done on tiny plastic stools. Must-try dishes. Pho. Hanoi-style pho is lighter and more subtle than the southern version. The broth is clear, aromatic, and not sweet. This is the original pho. Banh mi, a legacy of French colonialism. The baguette meets Vietnamese fillings like pork, pâté, pickled vegetables, herbs, and chili. It's colonial history in sandwich form. Egg coffee, sa phi trung. Invented in the 1940s during a milk shortage. Egg yolk is whipped with sugar and condensed milk to create a creamy foam on top of strong coffee. It tastes like tiramisu in a cup. Bun cha, grilled pork served with rice noodles, herbs, and dipping sauce. Even President Obama famously ate this in Hanoi. Most locals eat outside the home. Street food vendors specialize in one dish only, perfected over decades. Recipes are passed down through families. Eating is social. Strangers share tables. Conversations start easily. Vietnam is the second largest coffee exporter in the world, and Hanoi has thousands of tiny cafes. The giant turtle of Hon Kim Lake was real. A rare species that lived until 2016. Crossing the street in Hanoi isn't about stopping traffic. It's about walking slowly and confidently so scooters flow around you. Some families live in houses less than 1 meter wide. Tet, Lunar New Year, shuts down much of the city. Hanoi becomes eerily quiet. Coffee is often served with condensed milk, not cream. Many cafes are hidden inside old apartment blocks. You find them by walking through stairwells. Hanoi isn't polished. It's not perfect. It's beautiful because it's real. History here isn't trapped in museums. It's in the walls, the streets, the food, and the daily routines of its people. You don't just see Hanoi, you absorb it. Every walk feels like time travel. Every meal feels like tradition. It's a city where the past and present don't compete. They coexist on the same sidewalk. Vietnam is one of the best value destinations on Earth, and Hanoi might be its cultural heart. Daily budget. Hotel or boutique guest house. $25 to $40. Street food and local restaurants. $10 to $15. Transportation and attractions. $5 to $10. Guided tours, coffee, souvenirs. $10 to $20. Total? Easily under $100 a day. Oaxaca, Mexico. Culture you can taste. Oaxaca isn't just a place you visit. It's a place you taste, hear, and feel. The air smells like roasted chilies and chocolate. Music drifts through colonial streets. Markets overflow with color. Time slows down here, and tradition still runs daily life. Long before Spain arrived, Oaxaca was home to 2 major civilizations. The Zapotecs. The Mixtecs. One of the oldest cities in the Americas, Monte Alban, sits on a mountaintop just outside Oaxaca City. Built around 500 BCE, It was a political, religious, and astronomical center. Older than the Roman Colosseum and roughly the same age as early Greek city-states. Oaxaca has also been central to Mexican history. One of Mexico's most important presidents, Benito Juarez, was born here. A Zapotec man who rose from poverty to lead the nation in the 1800s. Oaxaca is often called the land of the seven moles. Mole isn't just one sauce. It's a family of complex sauces made with chilies, spices, nuts, seeds, and sometimes chocolate. Some moles take days to prepare. Must-try foods. Hot pepper mole Negro dark, rich, slightly bitter, and complex. Made with over 30 ingredients. It's not sweet chocolate sauce. It's deep, smoky, and savory. Tlayudas, the Oaxacan pizza. A giant crispy tortilla topped with beans, cheese, meat, avocado, and salsa. Street food royalty. Quesillo, Oaxacan cheese. Stretchy, stringy cheese used in quesadillas and tlayudas. Oaxaca's answer to mozzarella. Chapulines, toasted grasshoppers. Crunchy, salty, lime and chili seasoned. A pre-Hispanic protein source that locals still snack on today. Chocolate de agua. Oaxacan chocolate is traditionally mixed with water, not milk, and whipped into a foam. The flavor is spiced and earthy. Many families still grind corn and cacao by hand. Market food is trusted more than restaurants. Recipes are passed down for generations. Meals are meant to be shared slowly. Oaxaca is one of Mexico's most culturally diverse states, home to 16 recognized indigenous groups, each with their own language, clothing styles, and traditions. Oaxaca produces over 90% of the world's mezcal. Unlike tequila, which comes from one type of agave, mezcal can be made from dozens of agave varieties, many of them wild. The agave hearts are roasted underground, giving mezcal its signature smoky flavor. Mezcal isn't just a drink here, it's culture. Used in ceremonies. Offered at weddings. Shared during family gatherings. There's a saying in Oaxaca, para todo mal, mezcal. Para todo bien también. For every problem, mezcal. For every joy, mezcal too. Monte Alban is one of the oldest cities in the Americas. Oaxaca is famous for edible insects. Not a novelty, but tradition. Many murals in the city tell political and indigenous stories. Each village's clothing patterns identify where you're from. Some moles use over 30 ingredients. Pottery techniques here date back thousands of years. Street musicians play traditional instruments rarely seen elsewhere. The surrounding mountains create microclimates, which is why food and flavors vary village to village. Why Oaxaca feels so different. Oaxaca doesn't rush. It doesn't perform for tourists. It simply exists in tradition. Here, culture isn't curated, it's lived. Food isn't fusion, it's inheritance. Festivals aren't spectacles, they're community memory. You don't just visit Oaxaca, you're welcomed into it. Oaxaca isn't just cheap, it's one of Mexico's most culturally rich regions. Daily budget beautiful hotel or Airbnb, $30 to $45. Meals, yes, including mole $15 to $20. Museums, ruins, local transport, $10 to $15. Mezcal tastings and markets, $10 to $15. Tbilisi, Georgia. Europe's best-kept secret. Tbilisi feels like a city stitched together from empires. Wooden balconies hang over winding streets. Ancient churches sit beside Art Nouveau buildings. Soviet blocks fade into modern cafes. It's messy in the best way. Layered, soulful, and alive. The name, Tbilisi, comes from the Georgian word Tbilisi, meaning warm, a nod to the city's natural hot sulfur springs that still steam beneath the old town. Tbilisi has been inhabited for over 1,500 years and has stood at the crossroads of major trade routes between Europe and Asia. Whoever controlled Tbilisi controlled the gateway between worlds. And because of that, the city has been invaded, destroyed, and rebuilt more times than it can count. Over the centuries, Tbilisi was ruled or occupied by Persian empires, Arab caliphates, Mongols, Ottoman Turks, the Russian Empire, the Soviet Union. Yet Georgia fiercely protected its language, traditions, and Christian identity. Georgia adopted Christianity in the 4th century. making it one of the earliest Christian nations in the world. The old town still shows these layers. Orthodox churches with flickering candles. Persian-style bathhouses. European boulevards built under Russian rule. Brutalist Soviet architecture. Ultramodern glass bridges and cable cars. Tbilisi doesn't hide its past. It wears it. Georgian food is bold, hearty, and built for sharing. Meals feel like feasts, even when you order just a few things. Must-try dishes. Khachapuri, cheese bread. Georgia's national dish. The Ajaruli version looks like a boat filled with melted cheese, butter, and egg. You tear the bread and dip it in the molten center. It's chaos. It's perfection. Khinkali, soup dumplings. Giant dumplings filled with juicy meat broth. You're supposed to eat them by hand, bite the side, sip the soup, then eat the rest. Leave the twisted top on your plate. That's how locals count how many you ate. Georgia claims to be the birthplace of wine, with evidence of winemaking going back 8,000 years. Wine is still made in underground clay vessels called kvevri, buried in the earth and passed down through families. Wine here isn't just alcohol. It's heritage, ceremony, and hospitality. Georgians take hospitality seriously. Guests are treated like blessings, and meals turn into multi-hour feasts called supras. At a supra, there is a tamada, a toastmaster who leads poetic toasts about family, friendship, ancestors, peace, love, guests. You don't just drink wine. You listen, reflect, and participate. It's part meal, part ceremony, part storytelling ritual. Georgia has over 500 native grape varieties. The Georgian alphabet is one of the world's 14 unique writing systems. The modern glass bridge of peace was controversial. Locals still argue whether they love it or hate it. The sulfur baths smell intense, but your skin feels amazing after. You can reach snow-capped mountains from Tbilisi in a few hours. People hike, picnic, and drink wine in the hills overlooking the city. Churches stay open late, and people light candles quietly even in the middle of busy days. Garlic and walnuts appear in more dishes than you'd expect, and it works. Tbilisi isn't polished. It's honest. It doesn't try to impress you. It welcomes you. It doesn't curate its history. It lives inside it. 1 minute you're in a crumbling courtyard from the 1800s. The next, you're in a neon-lit wine bar run by 20-somethings. Tbilisi feels like a conversation between centuries, and you're invited to join in. Georgia sits at the crossroads of Europe and Asia, and it might be the best value destination you've never heard of. Daily budget. Stylish hotel or guest house. $25 to $40. Traditional meals and wine. $15 to $20. Attractions and transport. $5 to $10. Wine tastings and cafes. $10 to $15. Siem Reap, Cambodia. Living history on a budget. Siem Reap feels like a soft landing point between past and present. By day, you wander through jungle-wrapped temples built nearly 1,000 years ago. By night, you're in lively markets lit by lanterns, the smell of grilled skewers in the air, monks passing quietly through crowds. It's calm, spiritual, and surprisingly vibrant all at once. The city itself is small and relaxed, a gateway to one of the greatest archaeological wonders on Earth, Angkor. Siem Reap is best known as the entrance to Angkor, the former capital region of the Khmer Empire, which ruled much of Southeast Asia from the 9th to the 15th century. At its height, Angkor was one of the largest pre-industrial cities in the world, with advanced irrigation systems, massive reservoirs, berets, stone highways, monumental temples. Cambodian food is subtle, herbal, and comforting. Less spicy than Thai cuisine, more earthy and aromatic. Must-try dishes. Amok, fish amok, Cambodia's national dish. Steamed fish in coconut curry, wrapped in banana leaves. Creamy, fragrant, and mild. Kui tiv rice noodle soup often eaten for breakfast, with pork broth, herbs, and lime. Lok lak stir-fried beef served with rice, salad, and a pepper-lime dipping sauce. Number bon chok Khmer noodles with green curry sauce, herbs, and vegetables. A common street breakfast. Street snacks, yes. You'll see fried insects, crickets, tarantulas, and beetles. For locals, it's not a dare. It's tradition and protein. Meals are often shared family style. Rice is eaten at almost every meal. Markets are the heart of daily food life. Food is fresh, simple, and seasonal. Angkor Wat is the largest religious monument in the world. Cambodia, it's one of the only national flags with a building on it. Some Angkor temples were intentionally left partially overgrown to show how nature reclaimed them. Monkeys freely roam certain temple areas. Sunrise at Angkor Wat is one of the most photographed scenes in Southeast Asia. Monks will often bless travelers with red string bracelets for protection. Many locals still bike to work past 900-year-old temples. Incense and lotus flowers are common temple offerings. Angkor's hydraulic system was so advanced it supported a massive population centuries before modern plumbing. Siem Reap isn't flashy. It's quietly powerful. You feel time stretch here. Ancient stone next to modern street stalls, prayers whispered beside tourist footsteps, a civilization long gone still shaping daily life. It's a place that humbles you. Not because it's grand, but because it endured. Siem Reap offers access to one of the greatest archaeological wonders on Earth. Angkor Wat. Daily budget. Comfortable hotel with pool. $25 to $35. Local meals and markets. $10 to $15. Angkor Pass. Average per day $12 to $20. Tuk-tuks and extras. $10. Albania. Europe at half the price. Albania feels like a country caught between eras. One moment you're on turquoise beaches that look like Greece. The next, you're in Ottoman-era towns, dramatic mountain villages, and cities dotted with Cold War bunkers. It's Mediterranean, Balkan, and uniquely Albanian all at once. From the Albanian Riviera along the Ionian Sea to the snow-dusted Albanian Alps, the landscapes change fast, and none of them are overrun by mass tourism, yet. Albania's story is one of survival and stubborn independence. Albania traces its roots to the Illyrians, ancient tribes that lived in the Balkans over 2,000 years ago. The Romans later conquered the region, building roads and cities that still influence trade routes today. From the 15th to early 20th century, Albania was part of the Ottoman Empire. This shaped architecture, cuisine, language, religious diversity, Islam, Orthodox Christianity, Catholicism. The national hero Skanderbeg led a famous resistance against the Ottomans in the 1400s and is still revered today. Albanian food is hearty, fresh, and built around what the land provides. Olive oil, herbs, vegetables, cheese, and grilled meats. Must-try dishes. Tave Kosi, Albania's national dish. Baked lamb and rice in a tangy yogurt sauce. Comfort food on a plate. Byrek flaky pastry filled with cheese, spinach, or meat. Sold everywhere. Breakfast, lunch, late-night snack. Frigis, a rich dish of peppers, tomatoes, cottage cheese, and herbs. Smoky, creamy, and deeply satisfying. Fresh seafood along the coast, grilled fish and octopus are daily staples. Simple, lemony, and fresh. Coffee culture. Albanians take their coffee seriously. Cafes are everywhere, and sitting for coffee is basically a national pastime. Meals are social and generous. Locals will insist you eat more. Food is seasonal and homestyle. Olive oil is used like water. Hospitality in Albania isn't just politeness, it's tradition. There's a cultural concept called besa, meaning a sacred promise or code of honor. It extends to guests. If you're welcomed, you're protected and cared for. During World War II, Albania famously sheltered Jews, refusing to hand them over to the Nazis. Guided by this code of honor, Albanian folk music is intense and emotional, often sung in polyphonic harmonies, recognized by UNESCO. In the mountains, traditions are still passed down orally, and weddings last for days. Family is central. Elders are respected. Neighbors know each other. Life happens outdoors, on balconies, in cafes, on evening walks called Zyro. Albania has around 170,000 concrete bunkers scattered across the country. The Albanian Riviera has beaches that rival Greece, without Greek prices. The Albanian flag features a double-headed eagle, symbol of strength and independence. Tirana has one of the highest numbers of cafes per capita in Europe. Albanians speak a language that is not closely related to any other European language. You can go from beaches to alpine mountains in a single day. Ottoman towns like Berat and Gjirokastër are UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Evening walks, Zyro, are a national ritual. Everyone goes out to stroll and socialize. Albania doesn't perform for visitors. It welcomes them into real life. It's rough around the edges, but warm in the middle. The food is simple but deeply satisfying. The landscapes feel untouched. The stories feel close to the surface. You don't just see Albania. You feel its past, and its quiet excitement about the future. If Italy and Greece had a secret, affordable sibling, it would be Albania. Daily budget. Hotels near the beach. $30 to $50. Fresh seafood and local meals. $15 to $20. Transportation and attractions. $10. Coffee, desserts, extras. $10. Why $100 still works in these places? These destinations share a few things in common. Strong local economies. Affordable food and housing. Deep cultural traditions. Tourism that hasn't fully inflated prices. But most importantly, they value experiences over excess. Travel isn't about luxury hotels or expensive tours. It's about stories, people, food, history, and moments. And in these places, $100 a day doesn't limit your adventure. It unlocks it. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe, and comment which destination surprised you the most. And remember, the world is still full of dream vacations, if you know where to look.